Good morning. I got my little guy with me here this morning as he woke up and was a little fussy. Yeah. Say hi. Want to say hi? No? He says, "Brr, it's cold outside." Yeah, brr. You want to go back inside?
Yeah.
He wants to go back inside. Maybe we will. Mama come back outside later? You want to go inside?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go inside.
Oh.
What you just saw there was just a little bit of my Saturday morning. My sweet little sunshine woke up a little earlier than anticipated, and so I was like, well, let me just take him along with me. And as you can see, he was too cold and he wanted breakfast. So that's what we did, and I decided to just go ahead and share that with you. Please subscribe. Yay! One day later. Good morning, or whatever part of the day it is for you. I am in my bedroom. I was going to take you guys outside with me, but it did feel good being out there, but it was cold. Really cold, and the ground was damp. And I was like, I'm going inside. So I'm in my room, and I was like, oh gosh, I'm going to have to spend all this time making the bed and making it look, nice enough. And then I was like, how about I just show you my crazy, messy room? So if you have a crazy, messy room too, we can, be like crazy, messy room sisters. So here we go. Let me show you my crazy, messy room. There's my dresser. It's changing table currently. That corner over there, I don't want to talk about it. Bothers me. Here's my bed. Yep, Sunday morning, and then, wait for it, husband's dresser over there. I might tidy it up for him one day here soon. And then here we go. The desk. And whatever's under the window. I know I'll get tidy one day. And then down here we have a toddler bed. Anyway, yeah, there you go. I'm going to make my bed for you though, and for me. So I'm going to make the bed, and I'll show you it all pretty. And then that's where I'm going to get all cozy to chat with you about some fun stuff. Often before making a video for you, or sitting down and talking things out, it helps me to take some notes. So I'm almost always writing things down before talking with you. It helps me to it helps me to center and not necessarily stay focused, because I don't mind going off on tangents, but it's kind of like my way of connecting inwardly and with God, and putting the intention in there that what I'm sharing with you today is something that you want to hear, or that you need to hear, or that was, that divine gift for you. Because that is why I make these videos. I make them for you. Because I love you. I care about you. And I want you to have the best life experience and birth. And I know that when I sit down and watch TV or movies or some YouTube channels, I get so much out of them, so much more out of them than just whatever they're making or trying to teach me. I get so much more out of it, and it often comes when they share their experiences, or just like a tidbit here and there, and it makes something connect. Anyway, so I make these videos for you, and I hope that you enjoy them, and I'm working on trying to make them more interesting. I was watching a video last night, and it was by a creator who usually is like moving and doing things as she's creating the video, and this time she was just like sitting down and talking, and boy was I bored. I was like, this is boring. She's just sitting there and talking, and I was like, oh wait, that's what I do most of the time. Anyway, that's okay. So I was like, maybe I really, it's harder, but I'm gonna try to give you guys more things, to give you more interesting things to see while we come together and chat. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, so right now I'm sitting and chatting, and there are some other things I'll share with you throughout this video today that I think you'll really enjoy. All right, so let's get to it. How to feel the intensity of birth and feel safe and well. So if you've come to my channel, by the way, my name is Kimberly. I don't always say it. I don't know why. Well, I have an idea why, but anyway, I don't always say it. My name is Kimberly. Welcome to my channel, which is currently called Mother Love Child. And as much as I didn't want to change the name, I might. Apparently it's just what I do. If I sat down and was like, went through all the names that I've been through what I'm been working with, or through for years, oh my gosh, it'd probably be a long list. Who knows? Oh, my baby's crying. I'm sure you hear him, but he's in good hands, so I'm not worried about him. Yes, changed the name too many times. When will it end? I don't know. Anyway, my name is Kimberly. Here we are talking about how to feel the intensity of birth and feel safe and well. And what inspired this topic is the most recent full moon. Anybody else believe in God and also honor the movement and phases of the moon and the earth? anyway, if you do, let me know in the comments. It's nice to be able to connect with other people who have some similarities in that way. So enjoy isn't the word. It's knowing. Here we go. Knowing what is ahead. Knowing about patterns. Having faith and trust. It all is just this beautiful little package that helps me to feel safe and well in times that feel a little scary, in times that feel doubtful, in times where I experience suffering. So, this full moon in particular, wowzers, talk about feelings and emotions and them coming to the surface and wanting to make change. And I mean, it was a doozy. But because I knew of the pattern, or because I know of the pattern of the moon and the earth, and I know I know the stages, the waning and waxing, and I know what unfolds throughout that time, just like I know that in birth, I know the stages and phases of birth, and I know what to expect, and I know which emotions come up through labor and birth. When you know, and when you have faith, and when you wholly believe, whether that be believing in yourself or believing in another power that's going to carry you through, that's how you feel safe and well. That's how you know that you're safe and well through birth. So, the full moon that came on January 6th. I'm talking to you today on January 8th, and I'm still feeling it. I can feel it waning. I'm pretty sure that's the word. I meant to look it up before I started, but life got in the way. And then I was doing my hair, right? So I did my hair today. I did it the other day to look nice for my niece, who is expecting and going to have a baby in this year. And I hadn't done my hair in so long, and boy did it feel good. But anyway, I was like, I'm going to do it again. I'm going to do my hair again today, even though I'm most likely going to shower tomorrow, and I won't even get like a full 48 hours out of it. So it felt good to make that decision to curl my hair, even though it was only going to last about a day. So, okay, where was I? Here, darn it. Right, waning and waxing. So while I was doing my hair, I was thinking, well, let me think this through. It's like, if it coincides with actually waxing something, when you wax, something is growing, you're putting it on, it's coming in. And so I believe that the moon waxes as it grows, and wane, well, you know what I mean by grows, the light, right? It's waxing as the light is growing and waning as the light is diminishing. I'm going to look it up. I'm going to see if I'm right. If I'm wrong, I'll leave something, in here somewhere to be like, oh, I was wrong. But anyway, I can feel it waning. I'm feeling a little more lighter, not as heavy with emotion, and it feels good knowing that I moved through all of those emotions and all of those feelings in these past 5 to 7 days and I moved through them. I allowed myself to feel them. I even allowed myself to share some things out loud with my partner, and even with one of my children, like in a very loving and mellow tempered. I didn't, it was I don't know if controlled is the word, but it was peaceful. It was a lot of big feelings, but I was able to meet them with peace. And wow, does that connect with labor and birth. Labor and birth can bring up big feelings, both physically, mentally, and emotionally, and we can still meet them with peace. We can invite peace into the room, and we can weave all that together. We can use our faith and our knowing and what's to come ahead to help us to feel safe and well, and to know that we are safe and well. For the full moon, not just for the full moon, let's get real. Every late December, early January, New Year-ish, and what am I kidding? Not every. This was like kind of recent within the past few years because it was a new recipe. I made this delicious orange cranberry bread. I don't know how many years ago. Maybe it was last year. Maybe it was 2 years ago. Maybe it was 3 years ago. I don't know. Oh, but it was so good. And the anticipation of making it again this year just felt really good. Like it just feels like a fresh start. It feels like sparkle. It feels awakening. And so I just really wanted to be able to make it around late December or around the new year, sometime within the first week of January. And when I noticed that the full moon was when it was, and I was like, oh, wouldn't it be great if I could make that bread on the day of the full moon? And I recently had a ton of oranges in the house, and we went through them super fast because we juiced them for a special juice for a mother blessing ceremony. And so of course my mind is thinking, oh, we have a ton of oranges. Well, we had 0 oranges, 0. So no oranges on the actual full moon. I was like, well, you know what? That's okay. Whatever. I probably wasn't even going to have the time to make it anyway on that day. And so yesterday, which was the day after the full moon, I went out to the store by myself. I was more behind that, but I went out to the store and I got a big old bag of oranges, and I picked up a few other things too for the family for groceries. And I came back home and feeling invigorated from my trip out, and feeling not on top of the world, but like on top of myself. Like I'm doing great. I made that orange cranberry bread and I let it cool all day, and I was like, you know what, let's have it with dinner. We're gonna have a nice dinner with the family. And so I waited all day, then after dinner, and oh my gosh, it was so good. It was so good. Oh, when you eat something, I enjoy sugar, sweets. And it's something that citrus brings to a dish or to any food, but when it's bread, and then you get that pop of that candy-like little bit of tart cranberry. Oh my gosh, it's so good. Anyway, I can link it in the bottom for you. The recipe I used called for sweetened dried cranberries, and I like fresh. This time of the year I just love using fresh cranberries, so I use fresh cranberries. Oh, and I added white chocolate chips because, I mean, come on. I mean, like every now and then when you get that bite of that just sweet, creamy white chocolate chip, it's delicious. And so that too, when you're planning for your labor and birth, you got to plan for that little extra something special, that extra sparkle, that thing that's gonna liven up your soul. Always have something special for yourself during labor, during your labor and birth, and during your postpartum. Always have that something special. It can be grand, it can be tiny, but you need it. You need it because it brightens you. It will brighten you. It's refreshing. It will renew your faith and your knowledge and your wisdom and your trust in yourself and your body and with God and the earth and whatever it is that you find strength and comfort in. So you've always got to bring yourself that little bit of something special. And just saying that reminded me of my trip out yesterday morning. I had promised my 5-year-old Peter a short little trip to the beach where we could return a tree that he had found and he brought home for the holidays. Well, before the holidays, he was saving it for quite a while for Christmas so he could decorate it. And we have a small home and he has a small room, and I was like, we really need to return this tree to the earth. And so I promised him a little trip back to the beach. And wow, sometimes it takes a lot of effort to do the things that will bring us so much peace and joy, and to just lift and brighten our spirits. And I didn't remember how wonderful it was going to be to spend that little short bit of time on the beach. And and it would sound, I don't know, idealistic or whatever, or oh, my family on the beach. No, it wasn't about being on the beach with my family. It was really about myself and my connection with the earth and with God. And oh my goodness, I mean, it was exactly what I needed. I had no idea. Thank goodness for our children who really want things, and then we make them a promise, even though we're like, oh, it's going to be a hard promise to keep, but we're going to do it. We're going to make the time to go do it. And thank goodness for them. Thank God for them. And thank God and the earth for the beauty and for the comfort and for the faith, and the pattern. Thank you for that, right? Thank you. Because when we know what's coming, when we know what to expect, when we know how to prepare, oh, it feels so good. We can enjoy so much more out of the process, and we can trust it, and we have less fear, and we have more hope. So with that, I wish you the most beautiful January, and I want you to know within you, not deep down, but all over, that you were born to do this. You are the boss of you, and you are worth quality care.